Okay, so thank you so much for that brief and wonderful presentation. It was very informative, just a summary of the Rhizonn background. So at this time, I just want to ask you guys to just drop how you feel in the chat. You can use emojis, you can just state how you feel in the chat. So I'm feeling fine, I'm feeling blessed. How are you guys feeling? So just drop how you feel in the chat, or you can use the reaction emojis. Let me know how you're feeling, guys. How is everyone feeling?
Was it just me? Because I didn't hear anything.
Okay, so I'm just asking how are you guys feeling? So you can drop how you're feeling in the chat. You can use your emojis. Okay, so I'm seeing Dejali. Dejali is happy. Okay. Romaine is excited. Avia is feeling great and also blessed. Wonderful. Honor 7X is feeling excited. Rashan is happy. Rasheen is happy. Wonderful. Guys, I'm loving it. Just keep coming. Keep it coming.
All right. While they keep it coming, Martino,
Yes, Liz.
thanks for doing all this introduction and welcoming everybody from the Rhizonn family. I'm hoping that you like what you see for those people who are new to the family, because all these guys have been there with me from the start when we started this Let's Talk in February. So let's just get Mr. Siebert Adamson. Dr. Siebert Adamson is the Vice President of Mohawk College in charge of students, international, and alumni. That's a big one. So no wonder I can't get in sometimes. That picture that you're seeing there is very sentimental to me. I think that was before COVID when we could be at the college. We didn't know that these days would be happening now, that we are talking from a distance, but things have changed and we have been getting used to the new normal. Now that is when I was, that was the lobby before you get up to your stairs. Well, maybe you're not in that same office, Siebert. Tell me more about that part, because that's new to me now, your new position. Because I knew you walked up somewhere where we're standing there, we had to climb some stairs, right? Go around some, like a circle, like, can you remind me? Can you imagine forgetting Mohawk here?
Yeah, that was in this square. So this is what is called the square where all the student activities happen.
Okay, so your office where it is now, tell me, kind of guide me on that now.
In relation to here, it would be to your left where the executive offices are.
Okay, okay, and it's on that same ground floor, you have to do some more?
On that same ground floor.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I can find you easier than my, you know, I got so lost that time when I came to see you. Yeah, but yeah, so that is how things are. We are changing now, so meaning, you know, we get used to all these different sections. Maybe I think people are back on campus now, or
oh yeah,
meaning the work, the staff, and that's what I mean.
Yeah, we have staff and students back on campus.
Okay, very good to know. We just had one there just in September. She's doing biotechnology. I think I believe, I think the first day that she came, or probably the second day, she was greeted by Roxanne. So I know you would have been busy. So at some point we can make that connection. But yeah, and students have been calling me from years gone when I was Scope and Scope Academics, and now rebranded. So you can see all the work I've put into this, Siebert.
Nice.
Right, I know you wouldn't have known where I am now. I mean, you're here a little, but to see how far we have gone, and to thank God, right? I mean, there's no other way, especially during these anxious times. I think Mrs. Can Morris is in the house. If she's still in, she's my motivator as well. She's the
yes, I am.
of a DC.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, can you just say your few words, Mrs. Can Morris? She's
she's
a very supportive person for all of us, a big family member.
I just popped in, as I told Dejali, I won't be in very long because I have a meeting which should have started at 6:30, so just still waiting for that to begin. But so pleased to be on the platform this afternoon, and I see my students on too, and to know that Mohawk is on this afternoon, I really couldn't have missed even the intro. So very pleased, and as per usual, Heather, good job.
Thank you. Yes, and thank you. It's always nice to hear you. And
you're most welcome, my dear.
Yes, we're always nice. Yeah, we always have some great. She was our guest speaker last time around, speaking about college preparation, Siebert, which I think is so important. So yeah, the students received it well. They understood how to prepare and not to just think that they're going to just jump on the plane tomorrow. It's a process. And yeah, she clearly identified the steps that would help them to make this journey smooth, as smooth as it can be. So we're going to hand over now to no other than Dr. Siebert Adamson. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much, Heather. Maybe if you stop sharing your screen, and then I can start sharing my screen.
I can do that now.
Good evening, everybody. So excited to be sharing with you. And as Heather says, joining from Mohawk College, and happy to be sharing a little bit about Mohawk College, and want to just from the onset welcome you to the family, because that is what we are at Mohawk. We are a family, and really want to encourage all of you to put in your applications and to let us get started. I'm going to share the screen as I just walk through a couple slides and introduce you to a little bit about Hamilton and Mohawk. So let me just make sure. Heather, are you seeing the screen there?
Yes, I am. Yes, it's good.
Okay, great. Awesome. All right, so tonight we just want to go through three main things. Why come to Canada? And I think the fact that many of you are here this evening and have been looking and working with Heather through Rhizonn is extremely important. But why come to Canada and Ontario and Hamilton in particular? A number of students, when they come, they often want to go to the Greater Toronto area, but we want to show you why come to Hamilton, why come to Mohawk College. So I want to talk to you about that and give you a little bit about the program. So why Canada? Why come to Canada? Very, very important that when you come to Canada, you get to experience the full 4 seasons. So we have all 4 seasons. And you can see some pictures of the different seasons. Right now we're in fall, getting ready to go to winter, and so you'd see how beautiful those pictures are. Very important that when you come to Canada, we are very open, a very diverse country. We're welcoming for everyone, and so you get that real good family home experiences. Canada has one of the best education system in the world, so we've got a real high quality post-secondary education system. We are fairly safe and secure. You can feel if there are parents on the line, when your children come, you can be assured that they can be traveling at any time, especially for the area that we live in. Canada is a multicultural country. You will find that the majority of persons who are here, according to census data that was done in early 2000, there are over 200 ethnicities that are represented across the country. Very stable economy. Our immigration process and systems are well established. When you come to study at any post-secondary institution here in Canada, you are able to work, and once you have completed your studies, you become eligible for postgraduate work permit, and a lot of persons use this as well as the route to get their permanent residency and to live here in Canada. It is by no means quite easy. I've often said to people, so don't think that just by coming, I think as Heather said earlier, it's just getting on the plane and coming. It is difficult, and it can be a shocking experience for some. And this is why I think these experiences that Heather provides through these sessions are extremely important for you as you prepare to study. Some of the benefits that you will experience when you come to Canada, like I mentioned earlier, during the semester hours, you are able to work for 20 hours a week. All right, so while you're pursuing your program, you can work for 20 hours a week. You can bring your family as well when you apply for your study permit. Your family can accompany you during the holiday period. So during the summer periods, and typically college closes end of April. So between May and September, you can work for 40 hours a week. All right, 40 hours a week, and over the Christmas break, when you're not studying anymore. When you bring your family, your spouse is eligible to get a work permit. So if you are married, if you're bringing children as well, they are also able to attend school and to also benefit from many of the support services that Canada provides. One of the things that we like about Canada and we like to boast about is the family experience, and that Canada is quite family oriented and supports the family structure in a major way. And so when you come, you're really getting into that family atmosphere. You can study, you can work, you can really get good access to good education, good health care, and support and social amenities. As I mentioned earlier, a number of folks, when they come to study in Canada, they use this as a pathway to permanent residency. And so typically, once you have completed a 2-year program in Canada, you are eligible for up to 3 years postgraduate work permit once you maintain your full-time status in a study program. And that's very key for you to know, because a number of times we find students come and they want to work more than they're studying, so they switch from full-time to part-time without understanding the implications for their postgraduate work permit upon completion of their 2-year studies. So you study for 2 years and then you become eligible to work for 3 years full-time. The way that we work at our college is that we also provide the supports for you to be able to get gainful employment once you've completed your studies. A number of students do programs with co-ops, which means that a part of your program is spent working with employees, either with many students either do a 4-month or 8-month or a 12-month co-op, which is always very important. And from our experiences, students, when they do the co-op programs, they are employed by the industry that they are placed in. The city of Hamilton. Here's a couple of pictures about Hamilton, where Mohawk College is located, right on the escarpment between Niagara and Toronto. So we are about 1 hour from Niagara Falls and maybe about the same from the Greater Toronto area. But beautiful city. Hamilton has been ranked number 7 in developing city across the entire country. Out of 40 major cities, Hamilton was ranked number 7. There's a population of almost 750,000. A lot of industrial activity happening in the city, which means that the economy is all booming. It is a huge steel country with lots of different manufacturing and industrial activity that's happening. It is home to the largest harbor facilities and shipping facilities. There's a major airport. There are over 130 waterfalls with excellent infrastructure around transportation and different kinds of supports. Home of McMaster University, one of the world leading hospitals, particularly for children as well. And so you will find that when you come to Hamilton, it's really providing that excellent experience that you want to get when you leave Jamaica. Let me see, I hope that this video plays. All right, no, okay. All right, so why Mohawk? Again, like I mentioned, Mohawk College is situated right in that dead center between Niagara Falls and Toronto. The amount of experiences that we have are huge. We offer different credentials, from certificates to graduate degrees are offered at the college. We offer over 150 programs ranging in different disciplines, and you will see a little bit of that when we go further. A lot of the teaching methods you will find are quite practical, and that's one of the things that is celebrated about Mohawk College, that it's really about experiential learning. And you will find that the professors are industry experience, are persons who have spent years in industry and are coming to teach. So they're not only coming only with a theoretical background, but they are industry leaders themselves. Our average class size is about 50 students, with really, really lovely facilities. And you will see the slide that is before you will show what the benefits in terms of going to a university versus a college and what that is. We find at Mohawk that 80% of our students have gone to some level of post-secondary education before. We find that a lot of our students have gone to university and come to the college to get that experiential learning, focus, so that they can get the jobs that they desire. So here's a little bit about Mohawk. We've got four main campuses. Fennell campus. We've got the Institute of Applied Health Sciences, which is located on the McMaster campus, the McMaster University side. We have the Stony Creek campus, which is predominantly for persons who are pursuing the trades and apprenticeships. And we recently opened our Center for Aviation Technology, which is located at the Hamilton International Airport. In addition to those four main campuses, we've also have a campus with the Trials College, which is in the Greater Toronto area. And we have a number of what we call different learning sites and learning hubs that are spread across the city of Hamilton and some of our neighboring communities. Many of them are embedded within industry that provides that real hands-on experience for students. Mohawk is also located in an environment where we have a lot of indigenous peoples who are one of the First Nations across Canada, and so we partner a lot with the Six Nations of the Grand River to be providing lots of educational experiences. Here's a quick glance of some of high level about our students and what you will experience when you come to Mohawk. So we have over 32,000 students who we support on an annual basis, whether they be full-time, part-time, or apprenticeship students on the different campuses. So you see it's a huge family. 28% of our student population are international students who actually come from over 118 countries outside of Canada. So real good opportunities that you will experience when you come to Mohawk, with lots of different supports and services, again, that will ensure that you've got the best quality experience. These are the different disciplines that we offer, discipline areas that the college offers. So we offer a number of programs in business, in engineering technology, computer science, skills trades, media and broadcasting, a number of programs in the arts. We are one of the leading health providers in the province, and we offer a number of humanities and community services programs in educational support, training in autistic behavior, mental health and disorder management, and a number of different programs that you can have, and again ranging from a certificate all the way up to degrees. Just want to show you a couple of pictures so that you'll see the quality of the campus facilities that we have. This is the Institute for Applied Health Sciences that's located on the McMaster campus, and this campus houses all the health programs, so everything from nursing, medical radiation technology, medical imaging, number of those different programs. This is inside the building. All you will find offices, classrooms, food services, every support that you need to have. These are some samples of the laboratory facilities that students will experience when they're doing the health programs. We are one of the major training providers for students who want to provide pharmacy as well. Again, really state-of-the-art facilities that you will experience when you study here at Mohawk. You're getting only the best experience, and we find that Our students, when they study with us, are in high demand across the world. This is the Marshall School of Skills, Trades and Apprenticeships that's located in an adjoining city. And again, Mohawk is one of the largest providers of training for persons in skills, trades and apprenticeship. We are finding that the government, the provincial government in Ontario, is making huge investments in this area because this is how they want to rebuild the economy, particularly as we come out of the pandemic. These are some of the trades that students can get engaged in. Again, really, really hands-on. The facilities are excellent. You are getting training from the first-class providers. I've had experiences where I have spoken to a number of the students who graduate these programs, and many of them have completed, for example, a 1 or a 2 year program and have gone on to open their own business. We, in fact, celebrated an alumni a couple of weeks back who has he did plumbing technology at this campus and went on to own his own business and has won several awards for the work that he has done. And he credits a lot of that to the experiences that he had studying at Mohawk College. This is the Center for Aviation Technology, where we train a lot of folks in the different aviation fields. Right now we have 3 programs in aviation. We have aviation technicians, aviation structures and aviation maintenance. So these are all the people who work on the planes. I can tell you that the people who do these programs, every single one of them are employed before they graduate from the program. We do not have hands to train these students. They get jobs with some of the major airlines across the country, which has been very beneficial for the program.
One question before you move on, can I?
Yep.
Right, so the aviation slide, right. What I find is that some of the other colleges that we used to send persons to as well, they have closed their aviation department for international students.
No,
so
ours is not.
Mohawk will get a lot of my students because there were some other colleges that were depending on that, stated that there could have been some issues with that, with the international students and aviation. Nothing forthcoming with Mohawk, right? Because we have some sent to you.
No, we have actually just partnered with one of the major air providers across the country, KF Airspace, coming out of British Columbia. KF, they are right on the picture there, that name that is on the picture. We actually collaborated to build this new facility at the Hamilton Airport, which was opened just this past January. And so we are expanding and we have capacity to take lots of students. So if you have those students, send them on because we can take them. I want to explain though that we do not operate a flight school at the moment. So it's not for people who want to become pilots. These are for the people who make airplanes, and that is what they are taught here. They make the parts for the airplane, they build airplanes, they fix the fixtures inside, and they work on the avionics piece, all the equipment that relates to flying the plane.
Okay, so one question, I know this question usually comes to me as well. So when they finish the 2 years, is there a 1 year something license that they have?
Yes. Yes, so aviation is controlled by the federal government like any other country. And so every person who works on an airplane must be licensed. And so there is a license that you will need to complete. The good thing about the program that we do is that we prepare you for that license exam. So that once you get into the industry, you're ready to take that license, having completed X number of hours, whatever the minimum number of hours that is required, and it changes from time to time. And you would need to, as with any other regulated field, also ensure that you're maintaining your license throughout your time of practice. All right, so these are some of the pictures of students and faculty who are working. These are students who are working on the interior of a plane, and we do have the planes. So what you're seeing here are planes that are actually owned by Mohawk. So if you, again, this picture that is on screen, these are planes that the students actually work on. They pull them down and put them back together, and some of them even fly. All right, this is another of the largest planes that we've got, and the benefit of being situated at the Hamilton Airport is that the students get that real good airport experience. This is the Fennell campus, which is typically the main campus, and this is a picture of our collaboratory or library facilities. This is an aerial picture of the Fennell campus, and so you see that it is huge. What you're looking at is the parking lot. To the left of the parking lot would be the Mohawk College residences, and from there going straight up is the entire campus facilities. This right here would be the athletic area. So we've got one of the state-of-the-art athletic facilities, and all these right over here, right up to over here, are all classrooms and laboratories. And this is only the Fennell campus. To the left over here is one of the hospitals, the major hospital infrastructure that is located in Hamilton. And so this is only but a part. If you notice that there are other vehicles, so huge amount of property that the college is situated on.
Can you show them where master would be? Because I normally tell them that it's connected, like, you know, it's just across the road kind of thing.
So it's not fully across the road, but it's further down. So it's about, master would be about 5 minutes drive from the college. So it's about 5 minutes drive from the college. So on this picture, it wouldn't be shown. I don't have a picture where that is shown, but it's in relative good distance. This is a picture of our net zero building. So Mohawk College is home to the only net zero building across Canada, which means that we generate our own electricity. And this year we were able to generate enough electricity that could power the entire Hamilton community, and we have lots of reserved that is left. Really cool facility. This is inside. The picture that you're seeing is a lecture theater that is inside that facility. The picture to your right is within our athletic facilities. Just talking about Mohawk College international students in particular. So again, you see that we are a very diverse college, and this is just a picture of some of the international students. These are actually international students. Today, Indians are celebrating, the Hindu religion is celebrating Diwali, and this is a picture of Diwali celebration, which is a festival of lights. And so if we were at the college fully, we would be having different kind of celebrations. You Jamaicans who are on this call will be happy to know that we have international days, and we've been very excited that when it's the Jamaican day, that we've got the largest crowd, because they like the music and the food and the excitement that we really put on when we are showcasing. Again, these are actual international students that we have. Some of our international students, when we were able to be in person sharing. So we know that you're ready to start your experience, and like Heather says, we are here and ready to support you, and we want to get you started, because Mohawk is where the world comes to learn. So thought I would just share those slides with you. I know I'd gone through them very quickly, but happy to stay on to answer any questions, specific questions you may have about coming to Mohawk. And one of the things that I do is, and I've got the privilege of serving students as the vice president for students here at the college, and I make it a point of duty to reach out to all the academic schools every year to find out where our Jamaican students are, and I go over and make sure that we go find them and visit them and invite them to come to my office and make sure that we are chatting, you know, and helping people to support, because as Heather mentioned earlier, you know, we are immigrants and we know how it is when you get into a new country, when you get into new environment, and things can get a little difficult, particularly when it starts to change that weather. And I think that has been one of the greatest shock for many people when they experience their first winter. And sometimes often outside is often looking sunny, and I say to them, do not go outside without a jacket, because it just looks bright, but it's not. And so there are lots of support within the Hamilton area that comes from grassroots communities, with lots of schools from Jamaica who have Past Students Association who support students, with lots of churches who support students. One of the things that I also do is that I've got connections, and the Consul General from Jamaica to Ontario, he and I connect very often. Lincoln Downer, we connect very often, and you know, we talk about when students are coming into Ontario and how it is that we can help them better integrate into the province and and make their welcome a little bit easier. So, you know, one of the things that the Jamaican government will tell you is that when you get into a foreign country, you need to register to say, hey, what we need to do is to register with the Consul General so that they know where you are. So in the event of something happen, they know where the Jamaicans are and they provide lots of support. So, Heather, I'm here to answer any questions people are having, and I see some
Mohawk
conversation
people are
going
in
on in the
here.
chat.
A lot
And
of Mohawk people are in here, just to let you know. Can you show us if is there any snow on the ground? I think my sons told me that there was snow in London, Ontario.
yeah, London did have some snow today, and
Oh,
my son is in Waterloo. They had a little bit. Hamilton had a little bit yesterday, but we don't have any that is on the ground.
no, there's nothing to show us
Yeah,
now.
nothing to show now. But when it comes, it does come. But you love it. You love it.
So before we go into the question section, I would like to say thank you very much, Mr. Siebert, for that lovely presentation. It was very informative. Thank you for answering our questions. I know our questions were well answered because you're the head, right? So we, the Rhizonn family, appreciate your time and dedication in providing valuable information to the participants of our Let's Talk session. We wish you all the best and hope you stay safe, especially through the pandemic. Together, we continue to rise on.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure being here and sharing with you. Thank you, and
You're
have a good rest
welcome.
of the evening and all the best.
Thank you so much, Siebert.
All right, bye everybody.
Oh, Martina is the two moderators are Mohawk prospective students. You'll see them soon. And I mean, I think the third one, another one is in the house too. He was part of it on the picture, was on the team. So it seems as if everybody from Mohawk is on my leadership.
Awesome.
So what does that tell you?
Great.
That you're going to expect some great things, right?
Awesome. That's
Because
great. Come and check me when you come, guys.
something at Mohawk as well. You have a journalist department that something to do with that, right? Radio and television broadcasting.
Yeah, we have a radio and television program.
Right,
And
so you guys can get some jobs in those areas because they have been managing my Let's Talk meeting.
Yeah, and we have a radio station on campus.
See, guys, put your names down. Right, Martina and Dejali, remember now this is a learning ground, and believe me, this has been great for those guys who have been helping me. So look out for them, Siebert, they'll be there.
Fantastic, I will.
Wonderful, thank you.
All right, guys, take care.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good night. All right. So, the questions. Is that the section that we're at now, Martina?
Yes, Miss. Okay, so first question. I hope you guys have been listening. So the first question for tonight is, how many countries does Mohawk international students come from? So drop your answers in the chat. Let me repeat. How many countries does Mohawk international, just like that, Tajina?
Oh, somebody got it right.
Yes, Miss.
Wait, two people. Well, who is the first? Can you see? You'd be able to.
The first is Tajina Brown.
Okay, congrats, Tajina. I can see you guys were listening. Very good. I really like this group.
Miss, should I ask the next question?
Yeah, we're going with it. Yes. Thanks.
Okay. So the next question is, listen keenly now, guys. Which day is Remembrance Day celebrated this year? So tell me the month, the day, and the day. The months and the day. So which day is Remembrance Day celebrated this year? Come, guys, think. Wow, just like that, Earl month. Mr. Williams. Okay, November 11th. Wonderful. Congrats, guys. And continue to listen and enjoy this night. Sabrina, say if we can unmute and answer.
Okay.
But the questions are finished.
One question,
Yes,
Martina. Can you just find out if there are any questions on the Rhizonn side, because we did the presentation at the beginning and people might have questions regarding the process in terms of the fees. I don't know if you want to outline them, and then they can ask the questions after, because we have some time, guys, to deal with the Rhizonn matters. So stay on if you have any questions that you want, because this is the forum for you to ask questions of us now. Martina is a part of the team, and Dejali, they're trained, and also Jamoy, I think he's in the house as well. Or he's more on the embassy side. So anybody who's going to do uploading of documents to the embassy, and I know Errol was asking a lot of questions. I'm sure Jamoy is going to say, go on the dashboard and search through everything that you see there before you ask questions, because everything is provided for you. Right? So if you're going, to be rushing through this thing and you don't remember anything, and it's not going to work, right? Going to Canada, it means you have to study. I suggested 2 hours per week you need to spend on this process. I see people just getting up, oh my God, I don't know about my program. I don't remember what it offers. I don't know if it's a co-op program. I don't know if that shouldn't be happening now, guys. You have a tool that I have sat down and put together, and with my team come up with a very good portal for you, which has a process dashboard with everything on it. I need you now, if you haven't been doing your work, people have left for Canada from just by purchasing even their ticket on my portal. They look for their accommodation on my portal. So for those people who have been doing it, even to the letters to the High Commissioner and to your co-sponsors are on the dashboard, right? All the templates are there. You have nothing much to do than to follow instructions, right? Even to do the digital photo, everything, instructions, how to do every single thing. So guys, if you haven't been doing a good job, please promise me that you're going to spend 2 hours for the week. Just take timetable it just like how you're doing your classes. You shouldn't be going to all your classes every week and doing assignments and leave out your career. My children had to study their career, know what their career is about. I wasn't going to help them with that part. I'm doing the other part, right? Making sure that it is financed properly, and I can, give them any other support. But I shouldn't certainly at this time, when you're going to college or university, be holding your hand and saying, oh, this is how you're going to do it. No. Right? A lot of the times, even Seabird has found that with students going to Canada, and Mohawk and Fanshawe has called me and told me that too, that students from Jamaica don't follow instructions. You have a dashboard, they know what I'm doing. They all know the service I'm providing. That's why we have so many people from all over the world that exploring it from different angles. And I am saying, check it out first. Don't ask us questions if you have not gone on it first it resembles what the embassy platform, which is the portal, is the same idea, and the schools have the same kind of platform that like what I have. That means you will be, properly oriented to getting into Canada if you can use my system. Even to upload, I hear people saying, oh, I uploaded it to the portal. I said, whoa, that's the same thing you're going to do on the embassy website. Right? So any questions on that, you can ask any member of the team, including Jamoy. Can you show up yourself, please, that people know who they're dealing with when they're going to do the uploading? I think some are coming over to you this weekend. I think they don't know you. So he was on that picture, that one of the slides that I mentioned with my team. But I think if he's on Rhizonn on the platform now, it will be good if you see who this person is that you're dealing with when it comes on to the embassy uploads. He's trained to do it, and he's doing a very good job, and you should get to know him, okay? We sit up late at night to get your documents through the door, right? It's not an easy task because you can't upload until like sometime 1 a.m. in the morning. Those who have gone through it understand, right? Jamoy and myself give up sleep, so you have to book these appointments 2 to 3 days before, so we can know when you're ready. So anybody who has any plans of uploading this weekend, please contact us now. We need time to make this time available for you. All right. So Jamoy, can you do some introduction and what you do and how you contribute to the whole team's work? Thank you. Jamoy? I'm seeing you.
Oh, Miss, he's saying that he's currently traveling, so.
So he's unable to okay.
Yes,
all right,
Miss.
so we talk to you another time. Make sure you plan your speech for another time, Jamoy. Or you can put it in the chat. You can say something to them in the chat. You can provide your number, because sometimes people can't get me and they need to get to you, even though I might introduce you to them, but they need to know who you are. They know, most people know Martina. Martina, could you put your number in the chat again? Because people are calling me, say they can't get through to me, and I redirect them to you sometimes, because if I'm busy, I'm saying there's somebody else on the team. There are 2 people on the team. There's Dejalie as well, that persons can reach out to, and she connects with me when they can't get me, like saying, Susan is trying to get you. At least you can't say that you don't have anybody else to contact. I'm wearing so many hats. I'm in so many countries. So guys, it might take a 2 to 3 days to get to me. Please understand that. It's not that I'm running away from you, but the business is growing and I'm happy about that. Please cooperate with the other team members. They are just as good. I've trained them well. One was in a training with me today at Mohawk, right? Training for the application. She mentioned it earlier about the application process has changed for Mohawk. So you'll be getting your application, your letters of acceptance earlier. And she was part of that team. So ask her the question. She understands it. I get my team to get the process going. So Dejalie is there. Make sure your numbers are there for you guys. It will support me a lot. I thank you for all the work that you have been doing. And guys, reach out to them. I'm not the only person, right? Just tell them what it is about, and they will get to me, right? You might not get an appointment for the same day, definitely, but maybe the following day or the following day, right? But this is a system. We are now online. Try to remember that we are fully online. And when a company goes fully online, it means that they have other ways to communicate. That means we have the Zoom meetings that it is very important that you attend, because this is where all the updates will be given, right? Nobody should be calling me about things that we discussed in these meetings. So that is very important for you to note. And the other ways to get to me is through the website. Through the website, you have the student portal and the process dashboard, which gives you a lot of videos. I've put myself in the computer. Actually, my office is in the computer now. So if you go on Rhizonn at Gmail and you go on the student portal, you will see that everything is there on the dashboard once you pay your 24,000. I think, Martina, can you just explain how someone can actually start the process, please? I thank you.
Okay, so you have the registration fee you have to pay. Just $1,500. So after the registration fee, there'll be an interview, and after that you can pay the commitment.
Sorry, Martina, you left out the information package video, which is a very important
part. Yes, sorry. The information package video will be given after paying the $1,500. After, you can pay your commitment fee, which is just $24,000, where you start your application process and your visa application process.
Yes, you're correct. And as I said, all the team members, they know a lot. Martina helps me with Africa as well. She deals with some of our African students. She talks more than one language. So you see the kind of people that I have on my team. That's why I train them well, so that they can answer questions. If it's something that I have to deal with, she will let you know that, okay, it's best if I get Miss Heather involved, and then that will come. But some questions that you would ask me, guys, don't sit there and wait for 2 days to get an answer from me when you could have reached out to any of the team members. All right, so Dejali, I'm not checking to see if you did put your number there and continue to do the work that you're doing, because sometimes you know my life, and just sending a message when Dejali sends it, I'm like, oh, this person's trying to get, I said, oh, they got through to me and everything is good, right, Dejali? Hello, are you sleeping?
Yes, Miss
Sorry,
Lee.
I'm glad.
Sorry.
I thought Mohawk's presentation put you to sleep. Like, oh, you know what? I can go sleep, rest well, because I know everything will be all right. It seems like you feel that way, right, Dejali?
Yes.
No, it's true. I mean, I think I felt it for you guys, that you feel some kind of assurance, and I wanted to do this for you guys. I don't know if people can put it in the chat, but I feel that some of you got some support, some extra support, and that's what I do, right? I look for wherever I see that you feel comfortable. We did have Fanshawe, we're going to have Conestoga coming on, hopefully December, or if not December, it would be January, right? So that's another big one that we're going to be working on, right? And then there's some more good news coming, I think maybe before the end of this year, with other schools that have really been hunting me down. So it's only good when I have a lot of schools to put all the persons from all these countries in. So yeah, so Martina did give a good presentation as to how you guys need to start the process. First of all, get the video, which is to register. And with the registration, you won't have to ask much questions of me, because I spoke everything in the video that you should know in terms of general information, right? And all those who have listened to it from all over the world had said that, you gave very good information. So I believe in my heart that after you listen to that video, you're ready to talk to me about, or Martina or any of the others, about your documents for screening in terms of what qualifications you have and which program it would align well with. So that's where anybody from the team can help me to discuss that, and then you start the program. Now, if you're going to be starting for May or September, you should have registered already and paying your commitment fee already. I have a meeting tomorrow to decide on the final list for May and September 2022. So if you haven't spoken to me yet, this is a forum that I normally use to say, guys, tell your friends, tell everybody that you know that Eva Seabird said it. Even they'll said it at Fanshawe's meeting, information session. You need to work with me early to start, because it's not an easy process. It's not a get up and jump and gone. Yes, you can scream and say, whoa, we have to start. We started. That's just the beginning, guys, right? In order for you not to be running through, rushing through and, missing out on some steps, we need to do this thing right. And also, I have advertised for my math online classes. It's doing very well. A lot of people, I found out that a lot of students, I mean, I'm a math person from a long time. Those who knew I went to UTech at 14, that can tell you something. Yeah, when it comes on to math, I was naturally gifted for that in terms of even the students who were doing actuarial science. I was neck to neck with them with math, like, yeah, they couldn't hold me, right? And I'm saying, in order to help many of you who didn't get the math, some people got, 7 subjects, 8, sometimes 9, 10, and didn't get the math. I've had questions all over Jamaica saying, I did not get the math. Can I join your math class? No, don't be, I would say a lot of Jamaicans are, I think they just don't want to admit that they need help, and they just feel a little bit embarrassed to say you don't have math. I don't think you should be right now. You want to move on in your life, and it's going to stop you, whether jobs, whether you're going to study in Jamaica, US, England, Canada, you're going to need a math, right? I am there to help you so that you can get that certification in less than 3 months. So those people can still go to Canada for May and September, but you have to talk to me now, not in January. It's too late that time. You should be thinking about preparing for the embassy at that time. So anybody you know who is ashamed to say they don't have math or English, and we are now going to be offering customer service, right, a level 2, that some people can pick up like 2 or 3 credits from that, right? that is something that is being worked on now to do it on the online platform. So some people have registered already as well. So I'm saying thank you to those who have seen where we're going with this and supporting Rhizonn's cause. Rhizonn is not just about going to Canada. Rhizonn is about helping you in terms of your well-being, right? That's a popular word for Canada. Your well-being is very important to us. You know, you're more confident when you have math and English. I've done that with some students when I had a project with CDA, when I just came back from Canada 4 years ago, right? I did some upgrading thing with them where they bussed students into my office from all over this region to get English and math. And many of them see me on the road all the time and say, you know, I'm at UTech now, I'm at UCC, I'm now at NCU, I'm now at UE. Right? You did give us all that you could with the English and math, and you told us if we don't have that, it's going to be difficult. And I did that for them, and believe me, I am doing it for you now. I use the same strategy, the same motivational speeches that I gave them and said, once you're confident, you can get anywhere in life, right? And I believe some people are in here now and might not want to tell me that, you know, I need this help. Right? The only way you're going to move ahead, my sons will tell you if you open your mouth and talk. They don't know that I have a connection for them if they don't tell me. Right? I remember Monroe was losing teachers when my elder son was at Monroe, and before we left for Canada, and he was in lower 6 or something like that. I think, yeah, and he was having, I think it was 5th form. They were losing teachers and all these things were happening, and I went to pick him up unknown to Monroe that he was doing classes. They thought I was just bonding with him. That was my term to like bonding with my son. Bonding meant, I see the problem that you're having there. I'm going to do something about it. I'm not going to sit like other parents and complain. I am going to take you to where I can get help for you. And you know, I get enough push-up face, and I am the ones like me want to do it. I believe in them more than how they believe in themselves. I didn't care. All I wanted was to make sure that I cover them in whatever way I could. Now they're telling me thanks. They didn't know what they wanted at the time, right? I saw it indeed. I was a teacher at all these schools, and wherever I saw that they could do something in 4th form or a math and a English and knew what they could do, and I'm saying it to be less stressful on you, and I did all of that, and Monroe didn't even know that they were doing subjects outside of school because they didn't encourage that, right? But I saw where they were having problems, and I never sat like many other parents and, you know, frustrated and, you know, giving the school bad name. And I just did, as a teacher, did what I had to do, right? I knew they needed French. I was going to go to Canada. They didn't really know the full plan. And I said, guys, just do it. Even me, you're doing it for, just do the French. And right now they can put French on their resumes, you know, because any jobs that they know, a lot of times the French is the determining factor. They didn't know this when they were living here, or, you know, it didn't matter to them, right? We went to Montreal, and they were the ones speaking French. I can't speak French, and we got all the way through that vacation period because both of them spoke French, right? I didn't know, you know, an ounce of French. From the subways everywhere, people pretend they didn't know English because it's a, you know, French-speaking province. And, you know, I got around because the boys were able to speak French. You guys have, I think, free French classes for up to maybe 3 years when you're a newcomer. Canada offers that free, and many of you don't even know. I am giving you all that information, right? I mean, lots of Dr. Siebert Adams, I coached him into coming into Canada. I transitioned him into Canada. He came long after me. I was there probably 8-9 years before him, right? And when he came and we reconnected, I, you know, showed him some tactics and how to get around the Canadians and what to do, and, you know, how to reach, you know, where you want to go without, you know, throwing yourself into something, but smoothly. And he thanks me for it every day. Right? Nobody knew that he'd be vice president for Mohawk today. I believe that it would have happened, just like how, you know, when I was doing all of this, you know, trying to know all the educational system there for my children. Look where it turned out. right? So guys, take the help that we're giving you. We are, we work together. As I said, just tell us what you want. The math is a problem. Do not sit there with it. I'm just begging you. Okay, so I hope I made myself clear. Tell me what you need to tell me. If you have anything in the chat, any questions in the chat, Martina, I gave everybody an opportunity to ask what you need to ask here, so that I'm freed up, not getting these same questions on my WhatsApp every day, right? When it can be answered here. So any questions, the floor is open again for you to do that.
Okay, Miss, I'm seeing one question so far.
Okay.
So with regards to the embassy, is it possible to have 2 co-sponsors and one of them only submit information regarding their assets, example, house or land, titles, while the other submits every other required documents?
I think Martina Eva can answer that, and Jamoy, I think Jamoy is in the house now, or no, he just put his information there. Jamoy would have been able to answer that as well, because I trained my guys well. Let me just take it though. Yes, so I think I've answered this before. I don't get many questions like this, because one of the things I normally say is that each co-sponsor is supposed to show the exact same things. I don't know how else to say it. Right, so the person who is asking the question need to, maybe indicate that they're understanding. On the process dashboard, once you get onto the student portal and you become a Rhizonn member, you will get a pass code to get into the bigger side, which is a process dashboard. In the process dashboard, if you read it through properly, many steps and everything outlines what to do first, second, third, fourth, fifth, until you get to Canada. Now, in it, if you read it properly, you'll see co-sponsors, all co-sponsors. Even if you're doing living arrangements alone, you have to show the same documents, right? The same documents that go for one is the same. So one can't show one thing because the embassy wants to know everything about you. If you're showing something, can we just show a piece of paper over here and I don't want you to know anything else about me? That's why they said it needs to be, can Martina, it's a classroom this now, I can call on Dejali, any one of you. Which one, who are the people that should be considered co-sponsors, please?
Excuse me, I have a...
Dejali or Martina, are you hearing me? I was just asking you, who are the people who are considered co-sponsors for the embassy?
Okay, so your co-sponsor is anybody who has agreed via signing a document that you have prepared, anybody who has agreed to sponsor your living, tuition, or other expenses that you might have in Canada.
So who are those people in terms of relatives, or that's what I wanted, Dejali?
Yes, so it can be your mother, your father, your aunt, uncle, anyone really. The closer to you they are, the better.
Yes, so close, she did say it right, and thank you very much, Dejali. I tell you, those guys can answer the questions. So it has to be somebody close to you, so clearly you should be able to get all the information from them. So clearly if this person doesn't want to show up everything else, they can't be a co-sponsor. It's just simple like that. And if the person who asked the question does not clearly explain what you want to hear.
Hello, I have a question.
Okay.
Yes, the student portal, I click on the second, it's still saying that accessible after commitment. I'm not seeing any.
And who is this, may I ask?
Errol is speaking.
Oh, so Errol, one of the team members will answer where you can find your dashboard. It's somewhere there that we give you access to it after you have paid, and you're one of them that is a Rhizonn. So we will make, I don't know if you didn't get that instruction, but there's a particular instruction that we have given you access to the process dashboard. We can give it to you after this meeting if you didn't get it before.
Okay, that's the reason why I'm asking the
Okay,
question.
perfect. That's a very good question. That's good. So we
Yes.
will provide you with that.
I'm not seeing everything. I'm just seeing the banking information.
Right. Why you're not seeing everything, that is for everybody else. Once you become a Rhizoneer, you get a green card to go over to that side.
Okay, I
So
didn't get
that
it.
is for everybody. Remember, everybody uses the student portal. Not everybody is a Rhizoneer.
Yes.
So you are on the prestigious side, which I want all of you here to come on to that other side, where you have all the I would use the words the cookies and the cream and the sweets and everything on that side, right? So you need to get your sweets later tonight, so you can check in with me. I can send you that. That won't be a problem for me to send you that that passcode for you to get into that other side.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you. Thanks that I was able to, like, I know now what you're asking. All right, so any questions? I'm seeing some things about when should the commitment fee be paid. Can I answer that question now, Martine? Or are you seeing anything else before that? I'm not sure.
Oh, I was seeing something about what are the different things expected of us to provide through the student portal and when.
What are the different things? That means when you get on the student, okay, is it the process dashboard that they're talking about?
They
I'm
weren't
not sure. The person
specific.
has to be clear because there are two different resources. I would use that. So if it's a student portal, that means you guys need to set up your create your student portal right after you get onto signing up. So after you sign up, if you have signed up already and didn't go on the student portal, because we have customer service people calling, we are doing a call center idea as we speak. I'm testing it out right now because it's for all over the world. So persons can call directly from the website, right? So that is being set up as we speak. So if you're having problems and not knowing what to do, you need to go onto the website and then you sign up and then you go follow the steps until you get to the Jamaica student portal, right? The international one is for all the other countries. All right, but the Jamaica one, you click on that button and you get onto the real situation, what you have to do in terms of registering. If you're serious, you'll go on the portal. People who just come in to check around, may not go that far. But if you're going to be following instructions, clearly you're going to go to the end. So you won't see all the things about Sagicor, about the loans, about all the things that serious people want to see. You won't see it if you don't go on the portal. Just letting you know. So if you haven't gone on the portal, you wouldn't have seen everything, right? You would not have seen everything. So I'm encouraging you guys, if you haven't done that, please get on the portal. All right, and then one of the customer service representatives will contact you if there's a problem. If you're not seeing the registration, we can screenshot it and show you where it is. The registration processes that you can use online payments like JN or PayPal, or you can go into the bank if it suits you, and you send us the receipt to say I've paid this $1,500. Myself or Martina will send you the information package video that tells you everything about the process and the requirements, including the tuition fee, right? So when people ask me, I said, oh, I'm going to talk again because I'm on that video. And they say, oh, we'll just get the video then. So the video has everything you need to know about school, about work, about accommodation, about tuition, about the embassy with the police record and all the things, the co-sponsors and all of those information that you need. You have the basic information right there. So the commitment fee is after I or Martina would look at your documents and say, yes, you qualify. That means you have the requirements, which is CSEC, City and Guilds, Heart, CAPE, or higher degree. I will mix and match them if there's a problem. So you can have a mixture, right? And as I said, math needs to be involved. So if you know you don't have the math, now is the time to talk, right? Because you cannot get to Canada without that math. It's going to cost you a lot of money to do the math there, and I wouldn't chance that. A whole lot of money to do math. So, when I talk to the schools, they said, oh, yeah, you're doing a good thing to offer it there, because when they get to Canada, you know, and if you don't pass the math, you have to come back to Jamaica. So they'll take you as a conditional student, but the best way, because you have to go through the embassy doesn't see it that way. They want you to have everything before you go, right? So the commitment fee, the question that was asked, the deadline is gone. I am having a meeting tomorrow with my accountant in Canada to finalize the date for, you know, those people who just did CSEC, and some haven't got City and Guilds yet. We kind of left it open for you guys. Like, we haven't closed the door so much yet, right? So if people call and ask me, I would say yes, but it's getting on the less than 1 year idea. This is November now, guys. Remember, we said it's 1 year. So September, the end of September was my final date. But we can facilitate you, and with the hope that you're going to move fast with us. So that means that 24,000 need to be paid. Well, I was saying tomorrow I have a meeting. You need to be on the list. So if you need to talk to me, I can probably extend it to some day like Wednesday next week. But if you don't talk to me from this week, you won't be on the list. So if you know anybody, tell them it is now, not 2 weeks time, right? Yeah. Hopefully that answers that question. Any more? Martina, I think you're monitoring the.
Miss, I'm not seeing any more questions at the moment.
Okay. So I guess everybody understands, and you understand the role of the guys on the team. The Jamoy is helping out a lot with the embassy. He's on the embassy side. So those people need to go through the embassy, and any questions on the embassy, part of it in terms of documents, you can direct the questions to Jamoy. His number was in the chat. I saw it earlier. Am I correct, guys?
Yes, miss.
Right, so guys, please screenshot it. Keep these numbers because you're going to need it. All right, anything to do with customer service, Martina is very good at it. I think in terms of anything to do with marketing and all the ads that we are running, and all of that has to do with Alfred Cummings. He is the man behind all these ads, and to get all the research that's necessary in all the countries, how people, the culture of these people, what they want. I don't know if I told you guys, but I should be going to Nigeria next year to set up my business, my office. So that will be an application center because we have so many people from down there. So the Rhizonn has gone at a higher level. And I'm so proud that we're reaching more people, right? So as we move on to other places, please make note of these numbers where you can get help. It's not Heather Fain alone. We work as a team. Team Rhizonn. It's not Heather Fain anymore. I cannot assist every single person every day, right? So try to utilize Martina's number. And I think she said she did put it in the chat again, an 812 number. I think that's on the website as well. Please utilize that number. Also, Dejali's number. They will get to me somehow if they need to. And also Jamoy, don't be afraid to ask him. He knows where on the dashboard the stuff is. If he doesn't know, he will contact me, right? So I'm saying we have all these persons to help you with the process. It's not me alone. So don't just say, oh, I'm trying to get you all week. Guys, I'm just one person, right? I'm growing this business, as my son says, as a brand, not as Heather Fain, right? So help me to make that transition. I know everybody knows me. I want to talk to me and I motivate you. When I can, I'll call you back, but don't expect it same day or next day sometimes, right? Yeah, so just to clear that, it's now fully online. We have our services fully online. So it means that if you're stuck, there's a problem. You need to find somebody to say, oh, Martina might say, oh, just click on that, go to the next whatever step, and you'll see the career pathfinder. Oh, you need to make an appointment with Miss Heather to discuss, which program you're going to be, whatever I'm doing. Oh, Jamoy can help you with the all the documents that you need for the embassy if you want some kind of clarification, right? So there's a team. So promise me, guys, work with me with this. It can be overwhelming for me because I know that people want to talk to me, and it's me, and it's me, and I understand that. But 2 to 3 business days, if you want to wait that long, then go right ahead. But I don't think somebody should be waiting that long in a company to get answers. All right, so I just want a thumbs up that everybody understands I'm not throwing you out. I know what it feels like. There are people in Canada there for what, 5 years, and they only dealt with me because it was small at that time. I knew everybody by name and still know everybody by name. I'm still good at it. I think it is my teaching skills and my teaching strategies over the years. I connect with people very well. I don't forget people. I really appreciate and passionate about what I do. So going to college at 14, you can just imagine my parents, believed in me. I was this person that understood and still understand what it means to study early and to start and, make your name from very early. My children are helping the ones up there now that just migrated. Some of them are ambassadors now for Rhizonn. And my son, what the elder is, he's the one motivating them in terms of jobs, how to prepare themselves for the job market. So it's a team. My other son, he works on the website as well. He's the one who designed it and did all that work. And then we have Alfred Cummings, who, so it's a team, like we all work together, right? So guys, we were in meetings today. Martina and myself were at Mohawk, and another member of the team attended a meeting at Mohawk to discuss the new methods that they're using now for applications to be processed faster, right? So we're doing work right through. Some people call me right through the meetings. Even tonight, I had people calling me while I'm hosting this meeting when they should be in this meeting. And people are forgetting that there's a meeting that they should attend. Now, tomorrow, you're going to see how many people ask me, Miss, all these bag of questions when they were answered tonight. That's not fair to me, right? And I'm sure you're going to be all helping me to make sure that this system works, right? We need to make it work, right? The system as it in itself can take millions of people on it at the same time because the information is there. Just go on it and you'll see for yourself. You'll hear me talking again, like giving instructions, instructional videos. So it's like I'm talking to you now. It's no different. So if you need to talk to me, it might take some time. All right, that's all I'm saying. So any other question? I think I saw lots of things. I'm not sure if they were addressed though. Martina, just help me out with that to see if there's any question that was not addressed that need to be addressed, and then I'll be okay. Is Martina still here or? Hello? Seems as if Martina dropped out. Dejali, can you take over, please? I'm not seeing her. I'm not hearing her. So if no other questions, I guess there's a long question.
Someone was asking for you to explain again how to pay the commitment fee.
Okay, so the commitment fee, thanks, Dejali. The commitment fee is paid the same way that the 1,500 Jamaican dollars was paid. So if you did pay it through the bank, meaning online, or you went on PayPal, whatever you did in the first instance, it applies now. It's on the student portal under registration and payment process. There's a link that says registration and payment process. All the accounting information is there, including what you're to submit, your documents that you're to submit after you listen to the video. You are expected to submit your passport information page, your transcript from your school, from all institutions that you have attended. And the third one would be your academic certificates, which mean from every institution as well. And the fourth one would be, well, if you went to heart, a statement of competence would be like your transcript, right? So that white sheet of paper that you get. If you don't have math and English, as I said, please speak to me. If you're looking for upgrading in customer service, that will give you like 3 subjects in level 2 customer service, then you need to speak to me like now, because the program starts in November. We'll have somebody who works along with me, or partners with me with that program. we'll have them on this meeting. Maybe I think it's going to be the next meeting, which is the 28th, right? But I'm yet to confirm that, so that you guys can understand that we're moving in a direction to help you to get enough credits to go to school May and September next year. If you don't start now, you cannot go from May or September. Just call it off. As Dr. Adams has said, if you're serious about going to Canada, you should have started already. It's 1 year that you need to sort out yourself. It's not a get up and, yeah, I'm going to Canada tomorrow. Everybody who has done it, they started super early, those who made it on time. Some of you might have to extend it because everybody, he told you that there are 10,000 people that applied just like that. I mean, international students. I mean, basically what that is saying to you is that it's not Jamaica alone. Other people are rushing these programs. They're going into Canada hard now. Some had their visas already granted and they're going next year instead. So that means May and September could be filled earlier than January. And you guys cannot apply. Well, you get early acceptance because the Canadians start applying in December. Right, so that's why you need to start my program, or should have started already, that you catch up with with all the tools and the resources that you need to go to the embassy, because what we're saying is that this come December, for you to apply to schools, they open it up to the Canadians, and the Canadians have priority. They get priority, right? So that yours will not be taken until last. It's first come, first serve after. I think it's the first week of December, right? So once you apply, now you can get acceptance 2 to 3 days, because the Canadians can't apply this early. You get, like it's a privilege to be applying early. So that's why I'm saying, if you haven't started yet, it's going to be very difficult to get everything ready in the timeline that the embassies give and the schools give me deadlines as well. Right? So it's not a Heather thing. It's like if I say, it's not going to work out, or can you work fast in order to get on board? And the person will say yes. And then sometimes they start and they're dragging their foot. I have to be the one calling them. They're hiding me out. That don't make sense, guys. How does that look to you? You're the one who, came and told me that, yes, I will do everything that you said to do. I started late, but, I'll catch up. And then I'm the one calling you and you're hiding me out, and have to be, it's not nice. I said, wait, this person came to me and said, I'm willing to work along with your timeline, and nothing after the turn up some months after that and say, oh, I'm ready now again. I'm like, oh, it's closed. Right? My accountant will not take anybody else, and I cannot go against his orders because I'm the same one that's going to be dropping down, managing all of these things. So it's to protect myself as well, guys. That's what I'm doing. All right. So the deadline, as I see it now, you need to talk to me before tomorrow or by tomorrow, so I can have you on my list and, further explain to my accountant that you need extra time next week to get the funds in place. Right. That's the most I can do for you guys. All right. So you have to get through to me by tomorrow. Right. That's it. I just have to give you as it is. Just like how some people get instructions to pay the school fees and whatever by a certain time, and they make a week pass, and they just bump them. I've seen it happen so many times, and it tears, and I don't feel good about it. But guess what? I've been in this business for over 5 years. I'm a Canadian. My children went to schools there, so I understand when they lock the door, they lock the door. There's no going and talking and who they don't hear. You move to the next semester. Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. You have to apply for May or September. Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. They're not going to be, making it sound nice or whatever. That's just what it is. And you have to understand, right? Jamaicans take a long time to understand that. And if you work with me, it won't be difficult. It's just that, when I tell you, do it this way, do it that way, or I suggest this way, and you go about it your own way, that's a conflict with me, right? Because I'm going to say, you know what, you told me this is, and you signed to this because you said you wanted to do it your way, and that's it. So let me know if you're understanding me. I'm trying to make sure that we have an efficient system, right? As we are changing every day, we find, if you guys have any suggestions, Like, you know, if you find it difficult to find things on the student portal, like the college form, there's a college form that I sent to persons on the Rhizonn group. Oh, Martina or Dejali, I think some people needed to be added to the Rhizonn group. I think one, at least two persons indicated to me that they weren't added because they just came on. So we need to add them so that they can see the messages. There's a college form for those people who have not done the college application yet. There's a college form on the Rhizonn group, because some people would not have seen it on the portal because we keep adding things. So there's a form that helps us to do your application for you, which is called college form. It's on the student portal, but you might have missed it, so I put it in the chat. I can send it back again, that people can submit that form, so I can use it to do your college application for you. All right. As I said, Conestoga, there are some colleges that you can't apply to right now. Like I think it's November. They told me the first week or two in November that it should be open. I think they're still dealing with May. Like Conestoga is still dealing with May. They have not yet opened for the November, for next year, May or for September. They're finishing up May. So if you are in that situation, I have reached out to you and told you that it's still, I've checked up to today, it is still not opened. And we have started your application, just ready to upload your documents so that you're right in the door, because a lot of people, they're waiting when you see it like that. Just as they see the door open, they push through the application and then it can be closed, right? So if you know you need to get an application done, we will get you to that point that we do stage 1 of the application, that means you're in, right? Fanshawe doesn't do it like that. It's more like you can get in. It's a rolling application process. You can get in right through the year. So persons that who apply 2 o'clock today could get in by 6 o'clock when I check, they get their acceptance letter. So all the schools do it differently, right? Humboldt will do it differently. Schools in Toronto, everybody has their style. So contact me, to know what is your requirement. All right, any other question regarding the process in terms of where you guys should be? If you want a loan from Sagicor, if you want to apply for a loan, you have to start, well, you should have started already. The loans don't just come like that. You have to plan. I have to give you my contacts at Sagicor, because I used to teach those girls. I have a direct line with them, and many have utilized it. Right? So if you need loans, don't come tell me next year, March, when you should be at the embassy. Things do happen, guys, but it means that you might have to defer till the next intake. So any loans, anybody who has any questions about family and you have started the process, which means you're a Rhizonn here now, I will address those cases. If you have any immigration cases, my immigration consultant is coming on. I think it's more going to be on the January side. Last year she did February. I'm trying to see if January will work for her, because she's pretty busy too. So I have to give her like 2 months notice. She normally addresses those questions about, who qualifies and if you can take family and what it means. Taking family, Google says you can take family, but Google didn't tell you how. Now I have the know-how, right? Things that Google is not going to get into, right? You need to contact me. Immigration problems, anything, if you have overstayed in any country, if you have applied for a visa and didn't get it, like if you were denied a visa, whether Canada, US, UK, anywhere in the world, they have all of the information on the on their system. So you need to tell me things. Don't keep things to yourself. Please tell me the truth, and that's why I need you to start early, so I can sift through all of these stories, and I can say, go to the right, because I think if you go to the left, it's not going to work. So if you don't tell me, and you'll be to the left, and I wouldn't know. It's not my fault you didn't tell me. So that's why you need to start early. A lot of adults don't tell the truth. I'm just saying this out loud. You don't always tell the truth, and sometimes I pick it up. The jobs that I've had in my life, I'm trained to pick up when somebody lying to me. Right? So sometimes, you think that I don't pick up on things, and you think, oh yeah, that might the next time you talk to me, I might ask you a question that I expect you to answer me, directly. And once I see you start shifting me, I know something not right. And I might just tell you, you know what, I don't wish to continue with this. I don't need that. Right? And guys, it's going to be picked up at the embassy. So please tell the truth. I've had many who decided to tell me the truth, close to when they're going to the embassy, but they did. And they get their visas and come back crying, say, boy, it's a good thing you told me to tell the truth. The truth is the best thing right now, because they look at it and say, oh, this person needs another chance. We're willing to give them, because they told us everything that we need to know. We didn't even have to go check. Why do you think they need so much time to check your guys' paperwork? It's because the amount of lies that especially, we Black people just lie. Right? We need to start understanding that this is not about, me finding out or whatever. Just to yourself, be truthful. If you have not, people overstayed years ago, or their families overstayed, their parents overstayed in the US or wherever in the world, guess what happened? It comes back sometime to help to haunt the child. So I'm just saying, all you have to do is to just say what is happening in your life. I'm not going to be digging too deep. If I see you don't want to tell me, I'm Canadian in that respect, it means it's private. I'm not supposed to ask, but I can decide not to deal with it. I can decide that. But I don't think that this thing is, I have a mission to help people, not to be trying to figure out if they're lying to me or not. That's not, I don't have any fun. I don't get fun in doing that. No,